I, a 23 female, created a 1-to-1 scale puppet version of my boyfriend, 22 male, and showed it to him during foreplay as a joke. Now he hasn't texted me in 12 hours, and I'm starting to get worried. How do I get him to text me back? My boyfriend of 6 months and I have a pretty cut and dry relationship up to this point. I've always been what some people might call quirky, so pranks are sorta my bread and butter. For example, I love to do impressions of mostly Disney characters, such as the paperwork lady from Monsters Inc. Haha, so I'm sorry, how are you fitting in the paperwork lady from Monsters Inc? Hey, the slug lady? You're being the slug lady? That's your That's insane. During this particular romp in the hay, I got a really funny idea about how to take his glasses off next time, and I couldn't stop laughing. So the next day, I went to the fabric store and bought a bunch of skin-colored felt and wire framing and cotton, and got to work creating a Muppet-style version of my boyfriend to put his glasses on the next time we started getting dirty style. To spare you all the explicit details, but my hands were shaking as I reached up to grab his glasses. Instead of putting it on my nightstand, I made a point to say something like, "I'm gonna put these right here," as I stretched over to the squishmallow that was covering the puppet boyfriend's head and put the glasses right over his felt eyes. He was silent for a second, then said, "Is that supposed to be me?" As I laughed. I said something like, "Do you like it?" "Oh, did you make that?" he asked, and I stood it up off the bed and asked him to stand next to it. "See? It's just like you, basically," I said, but he still wasn't laughing that much. I noticed his disappointment and did a tried and true Disney impression to make him feel better. In my best Goofy impression, I said, "Well, looks like we should call him Big John, yuck." This morning I haven't gotten any good morning text or any texts at all from him. Even though he always sends me a good morning text, I'm worried that Big John was a step too far and that normal John didn't think the joke was as funny as I did. I feel like he's just putting me in an uncomfortable position by not telling me how this made him really feel, even though I thought it was pretty funny. Is this eligible or am I effed? I read the title thinking, oh, that's a cute toy, thinking teddy bear size, then reread the scale. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it can come off as creepy AF. OMG, me too. I thought it was a cute little doll replica of her boyfriend, but it was an actual life-size look-alike hidden under a pile of toys. So creepy. Girl, WTF is this?